ready to head out? About to fly, dude.
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right.
Guess what? I am about to go on a flight on a two-seater plane today, right now, with a pilot by the name of Ramon. Now, what made me reach out to him was I kept seeing him in magazines and in news articles about the good things that he are doing for the minority youth. He is teaching them how to fly. And I thought that was amazing how he's taking out of his time and out of his pocket to teach kids how to become pilots. So what I need from you guys is in the descriptions below is all his contact. Go follow him on social media, follow him on YouTube, and also donate to his organization. It's a nonprofit organization, and what he's using his organization for is to teach minority kids how to fly. He can even teach your kid how to fly. This guy is taking his time and his hard-earned money, paying for the fuel and everything just to teach kids how to fly. So let's help him reach his goal. Let's even see, can we help him buy a plane? And how can he make that happen? With all of us helping him. So watch the vlog and don't forget to donate to his cause. Now let's go.
Senior, and I'm over here at Valkeria Airport. Really beautiful day to fly. For those who don't know where Valkeria is, it's right around Palm Bay, so south of Melbourne. A lot of folks don't even know this small airport is here, but you actually have a really large network of small airports throughout the country that are just for what we call general aviation. So that's a whole separate ball field from, you know, commercial aviation and the big time international airports, you know, we're used to seeing all the time. It's just an entirely different world out here. You know, if you can see over there, you got all these little planes, little four-seaters. This is actually a two-seater called a Cessna 172. And yeah, just come out here often to, you know, just get it in, whether I'm getting in some, you know, takeoffs and landings, or I'm planning a cross-country trip, might be going, you know, to the south. I've been down to, well, I'm fairly new here, so I've only been to a few spots in the past, you know, a little over a year, but I've been down south to Fort Lauderdale, been up north to Merritt Island, and a few other places up there. But yeah, it's just definitely a good time of the day. The winds are pretty calm. The clouds should lift a little more, but they're just high enough. But yeah, pretty good day. I started my career in aviation. I'm still in it now. And particularly avionics or aviation electronics. So I'm what's called a systems engineer. I came out of school with a computer science degree and immediately got into systems engineering, particularly for avionics. So all the electronics that you see in the flight deck. So in order to get a better understanding of what all that stuff means and why it's there, and what all these little gadgets and devices do, it was just apparent to me that I should learn more about aircraft, and what better way than to actually, you know, get into flight training. So I started with a ground school course that the company I was working at the time actually paid for, and that just kind of opened the doors from there. And you know, since then, it's been a huge advantage for me, even in my career, just having a better understanding, more of an operational understanding of how things work. Yeah, so we had did this ground school. It was sort of a aviation introduction course to a group of 6 kids last fall, and it was so successful, and you know, the kids really took a lot from it, that my wife and I decided to just make it an annual thing. Even more so, you know, those 6 kids that made it through that course, they got a free flight at the end. And now the idea is to develop a continuing education type of thing, where they can have other opportunities to go visit facilities and, you know, get introduced to all the different facets of aviation. You know, the pilot portion was just the introduction. you know.
Gotcha.
And it was a good chance for students to be able to apply some of the knowledge that they're learning in school and say, hey, this is why this is important. Like I said, it picked up momentum, and then from there, we had started a fundraising campaign for this year, and in order to get the word out, we were able to link up with some different news outlets and just get the word out there. Since then, we've definitely been able to pull in some donations. We're about halfway to our goal for this year. But just as importantly, we were also able to get 6 enrollees so far, and we want to increase the enrollment this year to 10. We still keep it fairly small because of the individual attention we want to give, to the students. We don't want to make it too large to where I'm spread too thin, and getting to know them and what their interests are. So yeah, it'll be 10 students this year. It'll kick off in September. Enrollment ends July 31st. Yeah, so we have a donations page on our website. It's the99th.org. So THE99TH, the numbers 9.org /donate. So www.the99th.org/donate. Yeah, usually a good pre-flight, man, it'll run me like 25 minutes. Just checking everything. Just checking the engine time. That's how we get charged. Just making sure that it matches what the last log was. And I know this recently went through an oil change, so I see that in my log too. Avionics switch, I can hear the fan. I'm actually gonna turn our switch on and make sure radio and transponder comes on. So this is our communication navigation radio, and this is a transponder to let air traffic control know where we are in the sky. I'm just making sure they're actually turning on like they're supposed to. So starting with the beacon at the top, that's flashing, that strobe at the top. So I know that's good. I know my landing light right in front of the nose is on. I know my navigation lights. The left wing is always red. The right wing is always green. That's to be able to let us pilots know when we're in, particularly at night, we're able to tell whether a plane in front of us is coming or going, or next to us, which way they're going. The plane can be so far away, you can't immediately tell whether it's coming or going.
Gotcha.
But if we look at the lights, we'll know. They're doing this runway, so I'm going to point it that way.
Now, this will be my first time flying in a small plane. Never flew in a small plane. And the pilot is a black man. So you see this, guys? Hey, I can mark this off my bucket list at an early age.
Before starting engine, pre-flight inspection. So basically, it just means that, obviously we got our seatbelts on. We're locked into place. but it's more so letting you know what happens in the event of an engine out. So if we're taking off and that engine goes out, if we're still on the ground, then we're just going to stop. If that engine is out soon after we take off, we're just going to land ahead. We're going to glide on in. That's the thing about these airplanes. They're built to glide even if there's no power. If we have an engine out and we happen to be above a certain height, maybe as high as 700 or 800 feet, then instead of just landing ahead, we should be able to turn around and land back on the runway. Understanding that if we do so, we'll be landing in a tailwind, which is not optimal, but the winds today are so freaking calm, it ain't gonna make a difference. Seat belts are good, shoulder harnesses are good. Fuel valve is already to the floor. I checked it before. All right. Flip prop!